Airmax M22 review by AirGhandi.
Bay State Red Wolf Heritage, Huben K1 at the shooting range.
Steyr Pro X.
Servus, thanks for dropping in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Servus, thanks for dropping in. Today I want to review an air rifle again. It's the Airmax M22. It's in a price range where there are not so many good air rifles at all, in my opinion. It is around 450 euros. You asked me to tell you the prices. Keep in mind, if you watch this 3 years later, chances that the price is still the same are pretty low. But right now it's 450 euro, and today I want to show you what you can get for that kind of money. We will test the trigger weight, there'll be a Chrono test, a shooting test, you'll see some close-ups, I'll talk about the system, and at the end, if you made it that far, I'll give you my result and you hopefully had some fun. Now, let's start. The gun is 117 centimeters long and weighs 3,500 grams. In my opinion, a really beautiful stock form. I really like it. And what I also like is the thicker barrel. It is a cover around the barrel, a shroud, meaning you have a built-in silencing function. The cartridge below, it is a 250 milliliter cartridge holding up to 250 bar pressure. You can then shoot the gun from 250 bar to 120 bar. 120 bar is the regulator pressure, which is shown down here. The gun has a milled 11mm prism rail, and today I attached a Hawk 10x42 with fixed focal distance sitting on a Sportsmatch ATP 61 mount. Then there's the trigger. The trigger is adjustable in pre-travel and pressure point. This means you can choose if your trigger should crawl in or if you want a strong pressure point. Here you see the mounted single shot adapter. Well, mounted meaning slid in. You also get a caliber 4.5mm magazine. The gun is caliber 0.177 with 13 shots. I will use the single shot adapter because I always imagine that it may be a bit more precise with the single shot. Please send me your experiences because I just got used to doing it with all guns. But to each their own, you can of course use the bigger magazine. Then we have a beautiful hallmark on the front stock and the grip area. It is not cut in too sharp, so it's not rough. Yeah, but it helps control the gun with sweaty hands, for example. It shouldn't slip either way. We have a compressed air system which runs recoil free. In the back we have a both-sided cheek piece, meaning this gun works for left and right-handed shooters. The repeating lever stays on the right. All the way back a nice finish with the ventilated rubber butt plate. I already said something about the trigger. The manufacturer ranks the trigger weight adapted from 500 gram to 3000 gram, and I'd say we check what it is straight out of the box with the trigger weight test. I'm grabbing my Lyman trigger weight tester. We have a PCP airgun here, so I don't need to load a pellet, which is good for safety. Okay. And we have a trigger weight of, I hope you can read it, 530 gram. How the trigger weight impacts the precision, we'll see later in the shooting test. So 530 gram trigger weight. But beside the trigger and the handling of the gun, of course, the consistency is also super important for a precise result. So how precise is the regulator working over a longer time in the M22? We'll check with the Chrono test now, and then we head straight for the shooting test afterwards. Have fun, guys. Here we are at the Chrono test. I hope you don't wonder why I'm sitting a bit weird, but since the gun is quite long with 117 centimeters, there's just not enough space at my table to properly hold the gun in front of me. So yeah, that's why I'm looking over it a bit weird, but don't worry. The important part is the capture of the FX Chrono you are seeing. I try to probably hit my shooting rack while you see the speed from my smartphone's capture. Let's take 10 shots and we'll see how good the consistency is. Let's go. Yeah, it looks really weird, I know. Oh, I even switched on the light up there with my elbow. I'm using King Young's 0.55 gram, which worked great in my shooting test for this review. And I will also use them first in the shooting test later. Oh, I'm losing my arm. It's quite uncomfortable like this. But the important thing is seeing the result at the end. Another 2 or 3 shots. And one more. Here we go. Okay, let's have a look. 10 shots, perfect. 153 to 155 meter per second, average 154. A spread of consistency of 2 meters per second and a standard deviation of 0.7 meters per second. The regulator is doing a great job here. We'll see the impact on the shooting result right now. Let's head to the shooting test. Here we are at the shooting test. I reorganized a bit. I pushed the gun further to the front. Oh, a bit dusty here. Don't wonder, I'm not shooting in the center. I set my scope further up so I don't shoot away my aim spot. I'm using the Airmax M22 scope with the 10 times zoom. I can perfectly read the small numbers on the target, which I'm aiming for. A really small spot on the target. A height adjustable Sportsmatch ATP61 mount. Some may know my German video showing how to zero in your scope. It's on YouTube and at airghandi.de. Maybe you can use it with subtitles. There's no English version yet. I'm also explaining what the height adjustable mounts are for in this video. King Young Diabolos with 0.55 gram and 8.48 grain. 4.50 millimeter. Distance is 36 foot. And now we take some shots. Here we go, guys. Repeating is super smooth. My shoulder is on the rubberized butt plate. And you can pull the silver lever back offhand. And with the left hand I put the Diabolos on the single shot adapter. Like I said, I'm using the single shot because I claim that the precision is a bit higher. If you get a new gun, I recommend cleaning the barrel first. You often have some production residues like oil or fat or something. Search AHG 507 at my shop jabolo.de/en and you will find a cleaning kit you can use. And you can buy the gun at my partner shop, Action Shop 24. And of course you get more than the Airmax M22. If you want to invest a few euros more, check out the Diana XR200. If it's available by then, the demand is high. But you can already see where the precision is going here. The XR200 is around twice the price of the M22. But you can see right here that this one can also shoot nice spreads. I just have to be careful not to talk too much so I don't blow it. And I just said it. You can see the spread here around 1 centimeter with my missed shot. So I thought after blowing this one I would also switch to Diabolos and try AirGhandi's finest. Let's see how they perform. You know, every barrel is different, every gun likes their own Diabolos. So let's see the result with the finest. Concentration. Nope, stay here. Bit far left. Yeah, this one was better. Of course, you have to look at the Diabolos you take out of the box. I don't have this problem with the King Youngs and the finest, but I got it a lot with JSB, especially the bigger calibers, that I get a deformed cup, and yeah, I still take these, but for plinking, not for precision. Shooting the M22 is of course recoil free. That's what you get with PCP guns. Yes, now they hit the same hole again and again. Yes, one more and we head to the result. My concentration leaves. Maybe I think about the result already or something I want to say, and that's what happens when you don't concentrate. You blow your shots. Okay, the result. This is the result. You saw the Chrono test, absolutely amazing. You saw the trigger test, really good for a gun in this price range. The shooting test, okay, I know. It can be better with full concentration, but like I said, I don't fake shooting tests. If I'm shaky or unconcentrated, you will see that. It happens to everybody, so yeah, no stress. What can I say about the gun? I love its look. It really looks fantastic. I would have cut the fish skin a bit sharper for even more grip. Not for the recoil, but the overall handling. Yeah, but that's complaining at the highest level. The gun is quiet. You have the shrouded barrel here. Repeating is super smooth, nothing grinds or anything, perfect. Of course you can shoot the magazine. I told you why I like the single shot and that's why I used it. If the precision is good enough for competitions for you, is for you to decide. Of course, if you spend more money and go for the XR200, you get another precision, but that's comparing apples with oranges. In this price range, regulated a great result and in my opinion a super fair offer. Check out the gun. You get it at actionshop24.de. I hope you liked the video and I hope you'll be back next week because I'm sure there will be another exciting video, at least one. Subscribe airghandi.de/en, leave a sub and you will get a notification when the next video is online so you won't miss it. Thanks a lot for watching. See you next week. Ciao servus, says AirGhandi.